Welcome into Capper's Cave. I'm your host, Lorenzo de Costa. This is Free Picks, and you're going to do it already on Capper's Cave, brought to you by Intellect Sports. This is college week one, still a long week. A lot of action. This is our best bets for the Saturday games. I know it's a little late on Friday that this is coming out, but it's been a weird week with no NFL and the heavy slate on Thursday, and also as well as tonight. There's still some games going. We won some, lost some. But yeah, this is not a reaction show. This is our best bets for Saturday. And I just want to just talk about, I think, a game that just went off, the North Carolina game. I know it was one of our bets, and we were debating it. I know it's hard to play in Blacksburg and the Black Hole and Virginia Tech, but this Sam guy, this highly touted Heisman guy this year, what the? This is like 3 picks, overthrowing people. I mean, if you want to be a Heisman, like, you got to do it every game. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you're a red shirt freshman or freshman even for that matter. This is like your third year. I'm just horrible. They looked horrible. Scored like 10 points. All right, if you don't have it, get Capper's Cave app to get your daily picks from 6 major sports. It's only $9.99. You get a lifetime of daily picks from our Cappers at Capper's Cave. So we do have here the one, the only. Some call him Locksmith Larry. Some call him Larry the Locksmith, whichever you prefer. Good day, sir. Yeah, man, it is. I'm doing good. I just can't wait for this weekend. Yeah, your Bulldogs. They have a challenge first game. Do they not? Yeah, man, we gonna handle them Tigers. Clemson, Georgia. That will be, I mean, that's going to be one to watch for sure. I mean, faux show. It's neutral. It is a neutral site, right? Is that what they're doing in the game, right? I don't know if we have any action on that game in particular, but I think it's a neutral. Yeah, man, it's a Charlotte, man, Kakalaki. Yeah, look at you. You must be. Are you going to the game? I feel that you are. Damn, Skippy, I'm going. Going with the whole crew, man. Shit's gonna get wild, man. Yeah, I bet. Just don't go calling me crying. Don't. Please don't. We don't have a play on this, but I do want to say I do like the Dogs in this. I just think Clemson has more to lose with their schedule. In Georgia, they could suffer. They could suffer an early loss, especially to Clemson in that division. They could do it and they still be okay. So not much news or notes or complaints. Again, this is a weird week. We usually have more of this once the season kind of officially kicks off and we kind of see what teams are doing. We can talk about them. But I do want to talk about Coastal Carolina the other night. One of our picks. I told you to take it. The bet wasn't on the board yet. We still picked it up. It took another 5 or 6 hours that day. But it was nice. It was a nice one right at 32. So it was a nice route. I mean, you'll be seeing these guys on the board about every week. I love them. I'm sure the odds makers are catching up to them, but we'll see. But I think we said we would have taken 60 points. But here nor there, it was 32, so well below that. So I believe from Wednesday's show, we did get the Bucks over 40.5. Ohio State Buckeyes over 40.5 points as a team total. And again, we still have some on the board tonight. We won a couple. I think we're still positive. That's good. So if you didn't get those, listen in. Well, I mean, it's probably too late now. So don't listen to Wednesday shows. But listen in here if you want some bets for Saturday. But yeah, it was some good games. A good slate of games last night. I really liked it. Yeah, I bet you were scared, man, weren't you? I was a little, kind of. It was a close one between Ohio State and Minnesota. It was a nice. It was great. If you weren't an actual fan of any of those two teams, it was a great game to watch. It was good back and forth, good play by both. Well, I wouldn't say both teams. It was really good play by Minnesota. I mean, Ohio State didn't look like Ohio State. Oh, excuse me. But really, really great night. But again, that's why we stayed away from that game because I wasn't really sure what to expect from Ohio State and this guy Stroud. Knew it was just it was a tough environment to go into. And it was just a tough one to bet on 14, but they did push it. In these power conference schools, you tend to get when you get new quarterbacks in, and in that type of environment, they tend to start slow, finish strong. Clemson, Georgia, Miami, Bama. Those are some good angles to look at this coming Saturday too, especially to play the first half of those games. A game like even the Georgia game might be a solid one to play first half because Clemson's going to take a little bit to come around. Same with Miami. I think Miami might be one of our bets, but we'll see. We'll get into it. Back to the Buckeyes game for a minute. I'm solely not convinced on this Ohio State quarterback Stroud yet. Again, Heisman talks. They brought up some great quarterbacks over the last several years. He did play better towards the end, but with a little help from the best wide receiver in the game, Chris Olave. So I'm not sold. And if you saw those passes, he was wide open. He broke plays, broke tackles. So I can't. He's young, so I'll give him that. But so is this other dude, Quinn Ewers, 5-star recruit with a 6-star fucking mullet. I mean, this guy, have you seen it?
That Hansel's so hot right now.
He is.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
It's glorious. Dude's a beast and already has a contract for 1.4 mil with some high-end autograph company, right? They're paying him for his autographs. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I'm really curious how this all plays out with these college kids having that much money. I mean, we'll see who can handle it and who can't. But this guy, not even sure if he's eligible this year, but fuck it. Put that rockin' mullet on, and please wear it, man. Mullets are in. I'm thinking about doing it. I don't have much up top, but, I'm thinking about, the mullet. I can still rock it. Without further ado, though, let's get in so you guys can listen in because I know it's a late show, so we want to get right to the picks. Let's go ahead and start. Where are we starting? We're starting in the Big 10. Are we starting in the Big 10? All right, Big 10. It's not, we don't applaud the Big 10 yet. We can't do that yet. Please do. Penn State at Wisconsin. Whiskey sitting at -5.5, over under at 50. This is the Saturday 12 p.m. game. I mean, this sounds like a silly question, right? Before it's even finished, but can Wisconsin run the ball? It might have a fantastic quarterback in Graham Mertz. I like this guy. We loved him last year. But after last year, the Badgers have to prove they can consistently, 1, run, 2, score. There was a whole slew of reasons why Wisconsin struggled on the ground. Injured receivers, a rocky passing game, allowing defense to just load up more than usual. But this is the gold standard. This is the gold standard college football running program, right? And it only got 200 yards once. And I don't think much is going to change against this stout Penn State defense. They might be in rebuild mode a tad, just a tad. But it's linebackers, and the bulk of it is up front. They should hold up. I got some good linebackers, good up front guys. I mean, things could have gone worse for Penn State to start last season. But it's a credit. We'll give credit to James Franklin. They rebounded and rallied to negate a 5-game losing streak with a 4-game winning streak to end the year. Also note, they finished second in total offense in the Big Ten behind the Buckeyes last year. That's pretty good. It's not too shabby. But against this Whiskey D, they will have a tough time. The Badgers have one of the nation's better linebacking corps. We do like the under here as well. Moving the chains, we just think they're going to come at a premium. And what should be two of the Big Ten's probably top defenses. Mertz might have the receivers, but is he really ready? Is he really ready to take that next step? Penn State Sean Clifford has the talent to do a little of everything. He's got a few weapons who can go deep. Just expect both defense to be fantastic. Both run games to struggle, both passing attacks to come up maybe with a few, say, home runs out of the blue. I think it'll be a thriller on the first kind of big game, huge college on a huge college football Saturday. At home, the Badgers they'll get a one like gut check scoring drive, right, and just eke out a win, but no cover. Nittany Lions are 4-0 ATS the last 4 games overall, 4-0 in their last 4 conference games, 6-1 ATS in their last 7 in September. The Badgers are 0-4 against the last 4 conference games. I think take Penn State plus the 5.5. You might find 6 out there come tomorrow. And we also like the under 50. It's going to be a grunge match. Not much going on offense, not much running. These teams love to run and play defense. They're probably going to try to get Graham Mertz going, but I don't see it. So take them both.
Check.
Mr. Locksmith, are you there? You going to lock that shit up? Thank you, sir. Hey, man, sorry about that, man. What are you chugging? You chugging milk over there? Is that milk? Nah, man, it's a protein shake, man. Why do you need I mean, all right, maybe you do need to beef up a little bit, but, here nor there. All right, next up on the slate, Stanford Cardinal versus Kansas State Wildcats. K-State minus 2.5, over under 53. This is another 12 p.m. game. Excuse me. Old man Skylar Thompson returns as a, what do we call it? A super senior. He is a super senior. He's so super. Yes, Skyler. Really though, he returned from an injury that cut in his 2020 season, right? After over 2 games, with 30 career starts and 3 victories versus top 10 opponents under his belt. He is the Big 12's most experienced quarterback. Okay, I don't know if that says much, but he is experienced. He has over 5,000 yards, over 30 TDs, 59.9 completion percentage, and 12 picks. He really is. So if you look at those numbers, he's extremely effective. He's very effective when he does the play action concepts, right? Which for about a third of K-State's passing offense, but they're just average without play action. He's also a threat with his legs. He rushed for over 1,300 yards, 22 TDs on the ground on 191 carries. So really expect more runs, and this should it'll present Thompson with opportunities to do some serious damage, of course, with his legs. They also have this monster, D. Horn. Has it got an E at the end? Hornet. I think yeah. Okay. That's what it is. It is him. Yeah, me so horny. Hornet. Always, dude's a beast though. He's a beast. 6'5", 321-pound senior transfer from UNC Charlotte, who has turned heads in the spring fall camps, right? And also coming from UNC Charlotte, they've turned their program around. They're bringing in athletes now. Like if you listen to last year, we talked the Charlotte program, and they won tonight against Duke. Their first big win against the power conference school. I know Duke kind of sucks, but hey, man, that's a big win for them. And you can see this young coach, man. He's going up. He's going up the ladder. Put that guy in the SEC soon. Excuse me. I wouldn't go that far, but they're on the rise. Great recruiting, building some talent there. Listen, K-State, Horn is considerable size and length to absorb blockers and to plug up the middle, just to keep Stanford's rushing attack under control. This guy, again, he's a beast. Listen, after 4-1 start to the 2020 for Kansas State, ended the season on a 5-game losing streak that included, though, narrow defeats to Oklahoma State and Baylor. Of those 6 losses, 3 of them came by a combined total of 7 points. So they were in the games. I mean, the Wildcats, they're desperate to wash their hands of that bad taste of 2020. I mean, everybody is, right? With a win over a Power 5 opponent and return to the 2019 that saw them win like 8 games. Listen, they should have plenty of motivation here to lock up a home win. They have the experience under center, the most explosive player on the field in this running back, Deuce Vaughn. And you can't say much about the quarterback or anything at Stanford right now. Stanford's they plan on playing 2 quarterbacks in this game, Jack West and Tanner McKee, which always poses problems. When you're going away and you're going to start working these quarterbacks in to see who's going to win the job, you're already on a bad foot. But you have to do that sort of thing. You have to. You have to put these guys in a playing position. And they're going to have to rely most on the run game, which they always have in the past. They'll take a few shots, but it won't be enough against this Wildcats at home. Lock it up. But before you do, hold that thought. Wildcats minus 2.5. Yes, we like it. Let's take a look at the under here, too, 53. I think this is too juicy for these teams. This is going to be an intense slobber knocker of a game. I know that's not some sexual move. Both teams are well coached. Both like to play physical brand of football. I think the battle in the trenches is going to be fierce, which leads to fast clock, slow plays. But we like them both. So go ahead and put that on the board. I know there wasn't much of an analysis there, but first game with these two, I think that's all you need. Take the under, 53. Lock that one up. All right, let's go ahead and get into let's take a break from our sponsors real quick.
Have you seen all BetAnySports.eu has to offer? Are you interested in low rollover bonuses? Choose between 2 fantastic premiums with tiny rollover requirements. Get a 55% welcome bonus with only 6 playthrough requirement. Bet your favorite games live through their exclusive live betting feature. And bet your game as it unfolds with the top-of-the-line live betting odds. Mention promo code Capper's Cave and receive a 55% free play bonus to start up your account. That's Capper's Cave, a 55% free play bonus. And don't forget, BetAnySports has to offer high-quality betting lines, true odds and parlays, same-day payouts, and many other unbeatable perks. Use promo code Capper's Cave and experience online sports betting like never before.
Miami, Ohio. Red Hawks. The Red Hawks. No, we don't like them. Well, maybe we do. All right, they're playing against the Cincinnati Bearcats, minus 23.5, over-under sitting at 50.5. This seems way low. Is this a good buy for Cincy? Are they not getting enough credit here? I mean, they're a powerhouse now. Playoff talk last year. Since Coach Luke Fickell took over, right? Or some can say Adam Sandler. Right? Yeah, have you seen this guy?
Okay, so let's all open up our Reading is Fun books to
Seriously,
page
look at him.
69.
Doppelganger.
69.
Okay, so let's all open up our Reading is Fun
Doppelganger.
books to page 69.
69.
But since coming off from Ohio State, well, he's turned this into, I'd say, a similar program. But we don't like them here. This seems to be a letdown. Like a look-ahead game as the program starts with 2 cupcakes. And then they start against the Big Ten against a good Indiana team. Miami, Ohio is no slouch by any means. They only played 4 games last year, so small sample size, but won the MAC the year prior. And they returned several starters from that squad. They possess one of probably the top QB, besides Kent State's, in the conference. A load of offensive talent. This Brett Gabbert guy, who won the MAC Frosh of the Year honors in 2019, tossing 2,400 yards and 11 TDs. He returns some studs at the running back position. The receiving corps is potent. They got a senior Jack Sorensen. He's got 115 catches. They got a Penn State transfer, Hippenhammer? Is that Hippenhammer?
Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
Hippenhammer. My Hippenhammer.
Can't touch this.
Yeah, and James Burns, who averaged 25.3 yards per catch as a frosh. That's freshman, if you don't know. That's some serious yardage. And just like the Bearcats, they're stout on D. But advantage does go to Cincy on D. I mean, they are. They're one of the best in the country. I just really feel they're looking way past this game. After such a great season, they feel they're above this talent. They're so good now. And this is a short travel for the Red Hawks. It is a rivalry. I think they should give him a run for their money. I mean, since he pulls out in the end here, but give me more than 3 TDs right now. And it should probably move up tomorrow. Lock it up. Miami. Ohio. Minus 23. I'm sorry. Getting 23. Don't take that bet. Don't take Miami, Ohio minus 23. I bet you it's a huge payout if you could do that. I bet you it's really huge. But don't do that. So, Mr. Locksmith, tell me where you're going this week. Might it be the SEC? Hell yeah, man. I'm going to that Bama game, man. Bama going into Miami. Well, I think it's a neutral site game. Yeah, it is, man. Miami getting 19.5 points, man. Over, under, 61. It's Saturday, man, 3:30. Listen, Bama, man, 19.5 favorite. Well, we all know what that's largely due to, man. It's that reputation they've earned, man. They earn it, man. They get it. On paper, man, they don't look like that big of a favorite. The problem, man, again, with opening games, especially concerning the Tide, is that I hadn't seen the replacements. I hadn't seen many skill positions actually play. They lost a bunch of talent, which we see every year, man. They lose it to the NFL. It's all right. I trust that they're very good players, man, or they wouldn't be at Bama. But they're still unknown. And when the lights come on, man, that line, 19.5, man, it seems tad too high for my liking. And this Derek King, man, he's the dude, man. He's got the experience. He a damn bullet for an arm. And he's got them hybrid wheels, man. And everybody and their mothers wants to knock off the champs. And them boys in Miami might be in good position, man, to do so, I think. I agree, Larry. I do. And it helps to have a neutral site, kind of, I guess, just better than playing in Bama. Both teams do travel well, but I really think this will be a close one. This is a nice pick. This is a nice pick. I'll lock it up. I'll lock it up with you. Miami getting 19.5. Yeah, this Derek King, man, he's proven himself every year. Played great last year. I really think, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. All right, man. We'll see. I'm already 1-0. Yeah, you are with your preseason pick last week. But we did go 5-0. So, but I'll take that. You're 1-0. You're 1-0. I like it. And next week, I think we're gonna bring on Betman, who likes to do the NFL. So we're gonna bring him on next week. We'll see how your numbers compare. So we got 1 more. Let's do this. Finish them off. Make you guys some money. Texas. All right. So let me off the bat. Well, this is all right. So it's not the biggest game of the week, but Texas San Antonio Roadrunners versus Illinois and the Illini is -5 over under sitting at 50. This is the Saturday late slate at 7:30. I mean, we're leaving this one for last, but it is the bye of the week. I'm going to say that again. The bye of the week. It's not funny. A team with one game under their belt wanted to get out of the Big Ten basement. Been wanting to for years. Yes, Illinois. I think it's just time to shine with their new coach and jump out to a 2-0 start. What I really like about this game is this dude, Artur Sitkowski, backup quarterback for the Illini. Yeah, Peters is out again. He got hurt, and he should stay out this game. Yeah, he's doubtful. He's out. This dude went 12 for 15, 80%, 124 yards, 8 yards per pass on average. 2 TDs, 0 interceptions, a 193.4 passer rating. And now you have some playing time under your belt against a good defense in Nebraska, at Nebraska. Now you get to return home with a dub, with a win. This dude is 6'5", 225 pounds, beast. Watch out, Texas A&M. Or, sorry, not Texas A&M. We'd be talking a little bit different. Texas San Antonio, the little Roadrunners. Sorry, Coyotes coming for you. Wasn't just the pass, though. They put up 30 points, ran for 167 yards. I don't think the odds makers understand the value in having a game under your belt. The schemes that work, the ones that didn't, game time speed. It can take some getting used to. And on top of that, a win and travel home. I mean, this is a great setup, and you get a small number under a touchdown. I love this bet. Lock it up. Illinois -5. -5. That's all, folks. Yeah, and that's all. So we'll be back on Tuesday for our reaction after this week and have our bets for some NFL on Thursday, some college on Thursday. I'm your host, Lorenzo De Costa. This is Free Picks, and we's out.